Well guys, this morning we've got a lot of hay to haul. Got about 100 bales my dad bought, and I'm hauling them this morning. So there's some of the new stuff this year. That's from a different guy we bought from. And yeah, I get 8 bales at a time. These first 4 or 5 loads I'm gonna dump here in the hay barn. And yeah, there should be plenty of room here. I may back up a hair more. And let's see, that one came close, but I didn't hit the barn. So I guess that's perfect. This stuff isn't bad. Obviously you can see a few weeds in it, but it's actually decent hay. There's a lot of clover in there. Load number 2. This camera will focus here in the dark. I think I'll line that up okay. I think they'll be pretty close to each other. Well, I didn't get it butting up against each other, but got them pretty close. And I've still got room for another 2 loads. A load right here, and a load here in front of it. This one I didn't get as close to the wall as I should have, but not terrible. So that will do it for hay for today. That's 104 bales that I hauled this morning. And these last 3 loads had a ton of clover in them. There were some in the middle loads that were just straight fescue, but a lot of these have a lot of red clover. So should be pretty high quality stuff, even though it was baled late due to all the wet weather. It's almost combine fescue hay season, so this stuff definitely got over mature, but there's enough clover in there that it should be pretty decent. So that's all the hay we're getting from this guy as of now. He's gonna have some more baled later that we might be interested in, depending on the price. But we're getting 50 from another guy tomorrow, pretty much local. Hopefully we can get started early on that. That one, we will actually have to use our own tractor to load. So this guy, he was loading them for us, and I brought them in. My dad joined me midway through, and he stacked them all after I dumped them so they weren't in my way. And I kept going back for some more loads. Hopefully this year we won't be lacking in hay like we were the last 2 years. Well guys, I don't know if you can see, I got all the hay hauled, 150 bales in one day, one morning and early afternoon. And I was hoping to get the cows moved before more rain came in, and it's starting to rain on me. So it is super humid out, so that's why this lens keeps fogging up. I'll try to keep that clean for you. But yeah, 150 bales hauled. We still have, oh, I don't know, 500 more bales to get and haul, but at least we've gotten started and we got a decent amount of hay. So that rain did not last long, only about 30 seconds to a minute, but that seems to be the trend for the last couple days, which we have been really blessed with all this rain. Most of the time it is not this green in, I guess, the beginning of July. And we've had a couple inches over the last week, and it seems to come really hard for just a couple minutes, then nothing for 5 or 6 hours, and then a little bit more. So I'm not complaining about this much rain in July. Of course, this field hasn't been bush hogged, but there's a ton of green grass out here. You can see a hay field out there in the distance. Hay's been cut and it's already coming back really strong. So anyway, guys, now that this rain has stopped, I was gonna try to get the cows moved, and it started raining, so I'm gonna run over there as quick as I can and try to get them moved before I get soaking wet. Okay, made it out to the cows without getting rained on, and of course, all the cows aren't here yet, but they're making their way over. I'm gonna try to get them moved into this field here, and that requires moving some panels because we don't have gates hung here yet. Anyway guys, they're all moved, they all came in, and I'm actually going to give them access to the pasture they just came out of, just because there's a good pond there, and that's what they're drinking out of. But you can see the type of grass they're grazing on. There's a lot of clover in here, ladino clover, white clover, whatever you want to call it, and we do have some red clover. But this field is mostly fescue and clover. As you can maybe tell, this field was bush hogged, and we cut it pretty low just to get rid of all the fescue, the old mature fescue. That way some new stuff could grow, and it makes room for this Bermuda grass. So every year we cut this field really short, and that allows all the Bermuda to come in thick here in the late summer when things get hot and fescue isn't growing well. So anyway, pasture is looking great for this time of year, and still no fescue seed cut. and cows are really enjoying it. So all of those young heifers that calved out of season this year, we did throw them in here with their babies, and if they get bred for spring calves next year, that's fine. If they don't and calve next fall, that's also okay. They're really looking good for first time heifers that calved in the summer. Of course, on this kind of forage, all the cows better be looking good. And there's a spring cow right there. And here's what the fall cows are looking like. They're getting fatter, looking like they're about to calve. There's an old one. She's about 13 years old, still producing a calf. This will probably be her last year though. She doesn't have much for milk anymore. And here's another old lady. She's 11 or 12. She got a white tag on her. But all the mature cows have all sleeked off, and they're getting big guts on them, and looking good, getting ready to come into fall calving season here in a month or two. So it's hard to beat weather like this in July. 75 degrees, rain on and off, and you guys may be able to see this in the video. Got a long skinny stretch of red clover here, and that is from unrolling hay. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a video. I need to run over and shut the other gates before the cows make it over there, and I need to hurry up because I think we're about to get rained on again. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see y'all next time.